And now for our horse, again, we'll start with our body, which is just your 2 6/60s tied together, blown up to however big you need them to be to fit around your target. I'm gonna get 2 more 6 6/60s now for the head. Both are blown up, leaving about 4 or 5 inches. One's a little shorter than the other, so I'm gonna start with the shorter of the two. Got about 5 or 6 inches left on this one, uninflated. What we're gonna do is start at the end, the nozzle of course, make a small round bubble, which of course we will make into a pinch twist. We're gonna make 2 of these on the end. So your first pinch twist, another small round bubble about the same size, another pinch twist. And those of course are gonna be your horsey lips on the end of it. Now we're gonna make a series of bubbles. And you're gonna have to hang on to them until we get to the final one to twist them together. Make your first bubble, that's about a hand width. And now what we're gonna make is 4 more bubbles, 2 larger bubbles and 2 smaller bubbles. The 2 small ones will be about this size. The 2 larger ones will be just a little bit larger. As you can see, it's not a whole lot larger, but it is a little bit larger. Then we'll do 2 bubbles about the same size as that first one. This is the fun, is hanging on to all of this while you're wrestling with these. So there's the 2 small ones, and then I need 1 more the same size as this one roughly. So that you have that. Now what you've got is you're going to take the 4 bubbles in the middle. See how I've got where I started with the 2 pinch twist here. This is the final bubble, and then we're going to pop this off in a minute because we don't need it. But the 4 middle bubbles, bring them together and twist them together really good. 3 or 4 times. Now, what you want to do is come out and make a small hole in this. You can bite it, you can use your snippet or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and bite it. Because I'm going to deflate that and hang on to it so you don't come undone. So there's the beginning of your horse's head. Now we're going to take our second white 6/60 and I'm going to tie it in, hang it on the end. I'm going to tie that to what's left of that other one. Trim some of that excess. So now we can resume. Now what I've got, I want to make another bubble the same size of these 2 longer ones, and then I'm going to twist it into, I'm going to bring these 2 together here in the middle of those, twist those. And I'm going to bring this one down, make my longer bubble. See, it helps if you hold it against your body so it'll stay in place. Okay, let me show you where I'm going with this. I'm going to take this piece here and twist it in right there where I just twisted those other 2 together. Flip that around. And there you have your horse's head. Now what we want to do, we're going to attach it to our body in a moment. So figure out about how long you want your neck. I'm going to make mine about 12 or 13 inches there. Somewhere in that area. And then I'm going to make a pinch twist at the bottom of this. And then a small bubble after the pinch twist. And then I'm going to let the air out of the rest of this. Tie it off. Just trim off that excess like that. So now I've got my horse's head, a neck, and then this is where it's going to attach. So I'm going to grab my body real quick, and on one of the ends, it doesn't matter which obviously, just twist that in, bring it around, twist it in place a time or 2. There we go. And you can see the pinch twist is there to help make sure his head stays up straight. So now we've got the head on our horse's body. And again, set that aside momentarily. What we need to do now, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to make his tail. Now I've got a black 6/60 that I've blown up leading just a tiny bit on the end, uninflated about, get that aside, you can see that better, maybe an inch or so. Figure out how long you want your horse's tail. Obviously, I mean, if you want to use the entire 6/60, you can. I think that's a bit long. So I'm going to go about halfway down or so, and I'm going to make a pair of pinch twists. You can see these in front of this black shirt. I'm just making pinch twists, just like that. Then I'm going to release the air from the rest of this. Secure that in there. Maybe trim it off so that I've got a long black 660 with 2 pinch twists, and I'm going to squeeze the air out. That excess was to help make sure it was soft, so now I can shape it pretty good. However you want to shape the horse's tail, I'm going to give it some curves, so it kind of curves up and down. And then you just take those 2 pinch twists and attach them to the other end of your body, obviously. There. And now you've got the tail and the head of your horse. And obviously the room that I'm filming in, as you can see, is not big enough to see the entire horse in one shot. It's a large horse, which is really what makes these cute. When you put a 3 or a 4-year-old or a 6 or a 7-year-old, a small child in one of these, that's part of the cute factor. Is it's just so big. Actually, I need to keep this for a moment because now we're going to continue onward. What we need to do is take your black 260, and I'm going to start up here by the ears. Twist the nozzle out of the end of the ears. And then what I'm going to do, once I've got it attached in there, I'm going to make a string of pearls that's going to go down the back of the neck into here. You have an option. You can either do 1 string of pearls and just go straight on the back, or you can do 2 strings, come down and come back up. Your choice. What I put on there just depends on the mood I'm in, basically. And of course, however many pearls will be determined by how long the neck you put on your horse and how large you make your pearls. Once you get to the bottom, twist it in. Now, if you're going to do the 1 string, you just bring it to the back, put it in between his ears there, and come straight into the back there. If you're going to do 2 strings of pearls, you just put 1 on either side. It's entirely up to you what you want to do with it. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and just do the 1 string. We're going to pop off the excess. Twist that up in there really good to make sure it doesn't come undone. Tuck it away. Fix the pearl that just came undone. And of course, if you wanted, you could stop there, but to make it extra cute, we're going to give him some reins and a bridle. So, what we want to do is set him there for just a moment. I've got a caramel 160 here. I'm going to make about a 3-inch bubble, followed by a pinch twist. And then I'm going to turn my horse's head over here so I can reach it for a moment. And if you look at the horse's head, right here, this is the main part of his head and his muzzle is here. I'm going to take and put this where the 3-inch bubble is underneath, and then just wrap the rest up over to where it's going to come across and connect on the other side, and figure out where that's going to be and put a twist in it there. And I'm going to let go momentarily and make a little small bubble, which will be a pinch twist. Then I'll put it back in place, and this other end here, where the nozzle is where I'm going to twist into this piece here. So I'm going to come over, twist it in right there. And then take the end, go around his neck, and then come back and twist into the other pinch twist on the other side so that it comes back and connects up there. And that really makes it a lot cuter when you have the bridle and the reins on there. And now, there's your horse.